First, we're going to start off with combing the hair. We want to make sure all the hair is untangled. That way your clippers do not get stuck in your client's hair or knotted up with hair. So you're just going to keep combing down with the natural wave pattern they have. Next, you're going to take your clippers and you're going to want to knock that extra hair off. The hair that's creating a fro, to be exact. And you're just going to go all the way around following their natural hair pattern. Starting with that cow little circle in the back, you're just going to keep following that. So if the back goes down, you go down. Sides go to the side, you go to the side. Also, you want to use a guard on this one. I don't know what size, but you definitely want to use a guard. You want to make sure you're bringing it to the front all the way, nice light strokes. Not going too heavy into the waves because you do not want to cut them out. You want to make sure you get down in the bottom good, around their ears good. You don't want them going home with one of those froze behind their ears. And you want to also make sure that it's very even all the way around. You want to continue to brush as you cut because you don't want to have patches of hair that looks like it's been cut but it hasn't, or hair that just simply has not been cut at all and it looks crazy when you're done. So yeah, integrate that brush in there and dust them off. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and create our first line of demarcation. In this tutorial, we're starting with a sunset burst effect. So he's going in and he's creating that first line, balling it out from the bottom up. Next, he's going to go in with his clippers again, and he's going to start knocking some of the hair from the original guard just to meet that bottom line a little bit more so it doesn't look too crazy when he starts to clean it up. Now he is using his corners and he is tapering that bottom line and creating his second line as well. The second line is definitely going to meet up with that first line that you already created because you're using your corners and you're just making it nice and cute. You want to keep cleaning and brushing. This is why I couldn't be a barber, y'all. I can't keep brushing all day, but this is what he do. So you're brushing. And you want to keep cleaning it up. Use your corners. Do not be afraid to mess with your lever. You definitely want to turn it into a burst effect. So that's what we have going on here. I love it, babe. It looks good. Real good already. So as y'all can see, this is getting blurry slowly but surely. It definitely is. So you want to keep messing with your lever on your clippers. You want to keep going in and out, up and down, just so you make sure that you getting out that bottom line and that middle line, making sure it's going into the waves nice and natural. Also, you want to work small and not fast. Small sections, you don't want to go too high, give them a bald fade, have them looking crazy. So now we're going to start with the lining. Oh my God, my favorite part. This is all I can do, y'all. So you want to create a nice sharp V and clean it up from the neck up. So crispy. So now we're gonna go into the other side. We're gonna be a mirror. We're gonna do the same thing, okay? Nice sharp lines. Make sure y'all put y'all all into y'all linings. This will keep y'all money coming, y'all tips coming. If the ladies love their linings, they gonna love you, okay? when you cut in their hair, make sure you look at both lines from the back, that they are almost symmetrical. Nothing is ever twins, but you want them to be as close to twinning as possible. So next we're going to start out with the fade, the taper on the sides. I think I got that right. And he does not have sideburns, so DT is going to ball him up from about the beard line up. And as you can see, his line that he started is like a burst effect, mimicking the line that's in the back. So you kind of want to start that motion as well. It's like a crescent moon. So nice. Some barbers do the regular line that's like straight across. But this line is actually way doper when I see it in haircuts, because it's super like, I don't know, it just kind of gravitates to the eye more, because it's kind of like a little moon. It's so cool. But you definitely want to have the same techniques. If you use the arch on the back, you want to use the arch on the sides. And I think that just gives it a nice look. Just really, really nice. So again, with this part, you're going to be brushing and cutting. Same motions over and over. You want to definitely mess with the lever up and down, close and open. You want to use your corners and work in small sections to try to keep blurring that part of the fade out. You also want to use the same steps you did in the back, just so you can make sure that you're not going too far into the waves and that everything is adding up and equal and symmetrical and nice and blurry. Oh, y'all, do not forget to brush. I'm telling y'all clients will look crazy. Please brush the hair. As y'all can see, Bae is brushing that hair, okay? And it's all about the corner work. If you work slow and do it very smart and strategic, you will have the cut of your dreams. You just got to put your all into it. Like, this is so blurry. Like, you put your all into it this day, didn't you? He was in there snapping. He was snapping, y'all. The other side. Again, you're going to start with that crescent moon. You're going to carve it out, make that little arch. And again, he don't have no sideburns, so ball that out. If your client likes sideburns, it's definitely a way to keep the sideburns and crescent moon it. It's almost like a fade going into the top and going into the beard, and it's so nice. It's actually a really good look. So stay tuned for a tutorial like that, because there's definitely clients that recommends that look. And I really do like those type of cuts. It's so clean cut. It's very nice. It don't have them looking crazy. I mean, if you have the beard look going, definitely that fade with the crescent going up across the top and the crescent going across the bottom of the beard. Elegant. I like. But again, in this, you want to use your corners. You want to keep moving and brushing, messing with your lever as always, making sure that it's just really nice and faded. Y'all got that LOL faded. Okay, check us out. Faded the Barbershop, 22107 Governor's Highway, Richmond Park, Illinois. We're just going to throw that in. But yes, keep brushing and keep moving. And another thing, y'all, I'm in the hair industry as well. If y'all starting out, just put your all into your craft and work slow. And remember, details are everything. It's all about the details. That's what people care about. That's what y'all care about, this fade. Y'all want to know that it's blurry, that it's going into these waves the right way. The details, he is really putting them on for y'all, okay? Okay, period, per. So next, he's going to take some of the bulk off the lining. It looks so good already, but I already know it's going to be crispy. He's taking some of the bulk off this lining so he can prep to make sure he has a nice, clean, even lining. You're going to start in the middle and work towards the sides. You do not want to go in a lining. I'm telling you, it's death zone. Please don't go into their hair, their waves. You see, he keeping it nice in the front. Them small hairs that was hanging over the top of off the top of his head. Just want to make sure you working with that area. You want them on sharp points, 90-degree angles. So when they take a picture and they hit them angles, it's always on point, always sharp. And then he's gonna create his C. And y'all know he like his Chicago C's. Oh, Kurt. But yeah, see them out. Even though it's very faded, the C matters. You still gonna see it. Trust me, they need that little technique right there. Please put your Chicago C's on them. If you ain't doing it now, just start. And when they ask you, say, DT got me on them Chicago C's. And make sure y'all add that line that goes behind their ear. This is what I was talking about earlier. You don't want to have them looking crazy behind that ear. You want it to be nice and neat. So make sure you add that lining behind the ear. Trust me, your client is okay. As long as you don't nick them with that edge, they is all right. You can line it up back there. You're going to come to the side and do the exact same thing. Notice how he ain't start with no enhancements yet. You want your lining to be as crispy as possible. You do not want your client to wash their face and that lining be gone, okay? So make sure before you use them enhancements, that lining is enhanced, okay? With their natural hair. And just get it as good as you can. I mean, everything don't have to be beyond perfect, but you want it to look as perfect as possible. So just keep their hair nice and in place. Don't dig into them waves, but keep it as nice as possible. Something that fit their face. Because this is YouTube. Y'all seeing the real deal right now. This is not Instagram. On the other side is connecting with that imaginary sideburns in the front. You just want to make sure it's nice and even and crisp. Next, you're going to add your enhancements. Fellas, do not go overboard with your enhancements. You want them to look as natural as possible. You see how soft he's doing using his lever? You don't see like a burst of color popping out. You just see it going on soft and just like drying to complete perfection. It's like, it looks so good. It's not too much. It's not too extra. And guess what? When he washes his face, his haircut is still going to be perfect though. So next we're going to start working with the pencil. The pencil, you treat it just like women treat their eyebrows. You outline your haircut with that, and this also gives it like a halo effect. Almost gives it that pure ice look. It makes it really crispy. It's just a nice little touch to lining the hair. And it also gives it a nice contrast between the skin and the haircut. It gives it a glowing effect. I really like this step. So once you add that pencil, you want to make sure that you take your clippers and you go over it to almost like ash it out. You don't want your client walking out the shop looking like they just got outlined. And you also want to take your razor, clean the lining up, and you want to take your clippers and freehand those loose strands on the head that go with the detailing we talked about, y'all. Next, you have your nappy waves made by DT Face, your favorite barber. All natural product. You want to take that, rub it all over your hands, nice and even. Coat the hair with that. You can use it on natural hair, waves, curly hair, whatever you like. It's all natural product. And you see how the waves are popping now? So cool. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell on the side. Icy. So nice, so symmetrical. It looked great, babe.
Now, MBC.